you, Matthew?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing fine. It was your first Thanksgiving as a married man, correct,
It was.
Matthew?
It was indeed.
So how was this different other than the 5 touchdowns of you, having more of a gathering, I might assume, this time around?
Not too much different.
Okay.
Thankfully, the 5 touchdowns was a nice little icing on the cake. But we just kind of went back, had some family in town, and sure made the turkey taste good. That's for sure.
I bet the 5 touchdowns. Let's talk about the Jim Bob Cooter or Jim Bob Ball or the run and coot offense, as I like to call it right now. What's happening? It seems like you guys are clicking.
We're playing better. I think we're playing better up front, which helps us as an offense, no question. We're playing really good up front on defense too. You dominate the line of scrimmage in this league and play well up there, you're going to give yourself a chance to win. And Jim Bob's a smart guy. He's a creative guy. He and I have a good relationship. Played against him in college, so I know what he's all about. And no, it's been good. I'm happy for him. We're just going out there and executing and playing a little bit better than we did in the first half of the season.
Usually when you make a change during the season at any coordinator position, it doesn't usually work out as well as it has. Can you give me a specific example of how things are running more smoothly right now over the last 3 games for you, Matthew?
Yeah, I have to give a lot of credit not only to our coaching staff on offense, some new guys in some new spots, but the players on the team too. I mean, we have changed quite a bit. Terminology, alignments, assignments, all that kind of stuff for guys. And that's tough to do. We did that on the bye week, and guys came in, and we didn't light the world on fire our first 2 games of the second half of the season, scoring 18. But this last week was a good step in the right direction, and hopefully we'll continue to get better. But the guys have bought in. All the players, all the coaches on offense have really bought in, and that's what's been making us successful.
Now, I'm on the phone with Matthew Stafford here on the Rich Eisen Show. From many of us in the national media are also looking at the firings of upper management, that Martha Firestone Ford went ahead and said there's some accountability off the field, atop the flow chart, and that has filtered down into the locker room into a more focused manner with your head coach, obviously, potentially coaching for his job. Would that be an accurate description as to another reason why you guys have played well over the last 3 games?
I don't know. I don't know that had much to do with how we play on the field. Obviously, that's where ultimately decisions are made. If you win games, people stick around. If you lose games, people usually go. And we understand that in this business. But 1-7 didn't have to open up anybody's eyes with the firing. We knew. We knew where we were as a team, where we needed to get and where we needed to be, and our head coach has led us there. He's done a great job of just keeping the message very, very simple and the same. We just got to carry over what we do in practice into games and prepare well. And if you do that, you're going to win games, and we've been able to do that.
I'm on the phone with Matthew Stafford here on the Rich Eisen Show. So when it comes down to it, what is it like throwing to Calvin Johnson?
It's a whole bunch of fun. He's obviously an extremely talented guy. Makes me look good in a lot of time, in a lot of throws and things like that. But more so than playing with him on Sunday is just getting to be around him in the locker room. He's a great guy, great teammate, true professional. So we're lucky to have him. We're grateful as well.
Matthew. Ben Roethlisberger took himself out of the game on Sunday. I don't know if you heard that, about self-reporting concussion symptoms and saying today that he thinks more and more players should do that. Have you ever been in a game where you thought maybe not, I've just got my bell rung and I should get this thing checked out? Have you ever been in a situation like that?
No. Luckily, I've been pretty lucky with that kind of stuff. So, I understand the thought of doing that. I understand players today having more awareness of what it does to your body. But I haven't been put in that in that situation, so it's tough for me to talk about that decision. But if that's the best thing to do for him, absolutely. I mean, you gotta make sure that you're playing in full capacity out there.
Matthew Stafford here on the Rich Eisen Show, getting ready to try and sweep Aaron Rodgers on Thursday Night Football, NFL Network and CBS. Are you guys talking playoff positioning? Is that even creeping into your lexicon with you now at 4-7? An opportunity?
Honestly, not even in the slightest. We're just taking it game to game, and I know that's what people in the media hate to hear, and fans hate to hear it too. But I understand it. In this business, that's what you have to do. You have to look at it week to week, or else bad things happen. So we've just been putting our full concentration on the Packers. Obviously, they've got our attention. They're a fantastic football team with a big-time quarterback and loads of talent on defense. So we know it'll be a tough test for us. Just looking to go play well at home. It's our last home game for a while, and we understand, we want to give our fans something to cheer for.
We do hate that. You're right, Matthew. You hit that right on the
Good.
head. I mean, because, what skin is it off of your nose to say you're the best team in the NFC and you're gunning for Aaron Rodgers? You're going to take him down on Thursday Night Football? You think you can make the playoffs, win it all, right?
It's not my nature. It's not my attitude. I'm just honestly taking it week to week. In this business, that's what serves me best.
You see, that was my way of revisiting it to maybe try and get you to say that.
I know. It was a good try.
Okay.
I wasn't going to bite.
Come on, Matthew, you can't blame a man for trying, right?
No, it's a good effort.
Thank you.
Appreciate the effort.
Good effort. I only know one speed. I only know one speed when I interview people. So bringing it, I guess, to a more serious conversation, Mark Richt, your head coach at Georgia, shown the door, or a mutual parting of the ways is what it was called. I'd love to get your thoughts on that, Matthew, at Georgia.
It was somewhat surprising. Obviously, all he does is win 10 games every year, and I understand expectations and all that kind of stuff, especially with what Alabama is doing and what some of the teams in the SEC West have done in the past years. But I have nothing but good things to say about Coach Richt. He's obviously a great man, a great coach. Gave me the opportunity to play there, and I learned a lot while I was there. I mean, whether he shuts it down or goes and coaches again right next year, whoever gets him will be a lucky team, and I hope Georgia picks a really good replacement.
Yeah, and obviously he sent a lot of guys, including yourself, to the next level who have exceeded expectations, certainly coming right out of the box. And Gurley, for instance, as well. He's been phenomenal this year. I assume you're paying attention to the Bulldogs that have come into the league.
Yeah, I try to keep track of them. I try to watch as much college football as I can, especially Georgia. And then, when they come into the league, it's fun to watch them. There's some big-time players. There's guys like Thomas Davis who've been playing for a long time and overcome quite a bit, to the guys like you just said, the Todd Gurleys of the world that are just new on the scene but making a big splash. So there's Bulldogs all over the place in the NFL. I'm just proud to be a part of one. So
based on what you've seen out of college football, who do you think is the best team in college football from what you've seen?
Oh, man, I don't know. It's tough for me to pick against the SEC. I just know what kind of talent and what kind of games you have to play and to win in there. So Alabama's obviously really good, but I am enjoying watching Clemson play. Clemson's got that big-time quarterback is fun to watch.
Can I help you out, Matthew? Can I help you out here?
Sure.
You're in Detroit. You got just if I ask you again, you include Michigan State in that. Okay. I
don't
want to get
me with that question. Yeah, Michigan State.
No, let's start again. So, Matthew, out of all the college football you've been able to see, who do you think is one of the best teams in college football, if not the best?
It's between Michigan and Michigan State. I mean, it's got to be, right? Mm-hmm. You got to have it's either Harbaugh's Michigan or go green. One of the two.
Oh gosh, I know. That broke.
That's about as good as it gets.
Now, there is so much of there is an SEC bias. Would you not agree, having spent so much time in Big Ten country?
Yeah, absolutely. And people, up here probably don't appreciate it, and I understand.
Right.
But nationally and I don't know. I'm from there and played in it, so I'm a little bit biased myself.
Of course, I understand that. Last question. I had Golden Tate on the show a couple of months ago, talking about an IV that he was taking before a particular event that you're involved in. That would be was that your bachelor party or was that your wedding? That was your wedding. Okay. Yeah. Now, did you have, whose idea was to have some form of an intravenous setup prior to the event, Matthew?
I'm sure it was my wife. She probably saw it in some wedding magazine or something. She read about 100 of them. So, no, it was just a little hydration for the fellas before the night. So it was just a little preventative, if you know what I'm saying.
So did you export all of the wedding planning, or did you have any part of the wedding that was like, okay, I'll handle this?
I delegated really well. I really didn't do too much.
You didn't make any calls at the line, Matthew? You didn't make any?
No. I bet the only thing I cared about was the food. I just want to make sure the food was good. It was fantastic. So. It was a win in my book.
So what was that? You got the pigs in a blanket? What was your selection?
We had all sorts of stuff. I can't even remember it all. It was, a little bit of the stations set up where you've got, some Southern station. Then I'm from Texas, so we had a little Texas station. Just a bunch of different bunch of different stuff. And then late night had the varsity truck, which is a big thing in Georgia. The varsity, hamburgers and hot dogs place came out and served some people late night. So it was good all the way around.
Fantastic. Yeah, I was in charge of the band. I wanted the so I went like big band. I actually sang Sinatra at my own wedding to my wife.
That's impressive. I'm a Sinatra fan myself. I'm a big Sinatra fan.
So what's your go-to Sinatra? What do you got?
I Fly Me to the Moon's up there. That's probably my number one.
I sang I've Got the World on a String to my wife at my wedding.
Sitting on a rainbow.
Indeed, sir. You know. But my go-to song, mic drop, like literally drop the mic and walk out, is That's Life.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I love it.
Riding high in April, shot down in May. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I roll.
You're good.
Hey, listen, Matthew, good luck. I look forward to seeing you on the Thursday night simulcast coming up against Green Bay, and let's chat more down the road.
All right, man. Sounds good.
You got it. That's Matthew Stafford, quarterback of the Detroit Lions.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.